Well, here we go again with Newbee Rumble. First, before the battles today, though, the inspection of the Ramshead by Coffee Zombie. There is a slightly newer version that's a bit more expensive, but I mean, it has a few more blocks. And the version increased by like almost 20, more than 20 even. So yeah,
Terrible.
let's just have a little look at it. It now has horns, very fitting. And
Okay, I approve. It doesn't need further inspection.
yeah, now I mean it looks a little bit better. I think we'll just quickly spawn in the other version. Oh well, who joined
Hi,
there?
hi.
So
Oh,
for comparison purposes, we now have both of them. Weaponry looks to be mostly the same. We can just check firepower real quick. 67.85 and actually less somehow. Where did it lose firepower?
hey, that's
Simple weapons lost firepower.
no.
Less simple weapons. How dare he? Where
Oh,
are
he
they?
removed some rams, I think.
Maybe. The cannons are still there. The 16-pounder cannons are still there.
That's the old version. Bruh.
Yeah, but they're here too, so
Are the same amount?
I think they are, yeah.
Okay.
Love how they're both moving forward, by the way. Even without having any sort of... How about you two just don't ram each other? There.
They just want to make little ram's head.
Yeah, reproduction purposes. Gotta censor that real quick.
Ah, you're not gonna get in trouble for that.
Yeah, I hoped. I hope so.
It's educational.
Yeah. Okay, so how's armor cost now? It's 42,519. The armor cost increased slightly. That's probably where the cost came from. I don't know. Are the ramps actually just visual? Might very well be. Or are they? I think they are visual only, so... Yeah, they are only visual. Other than that, I think the internals haven't changed much. What do we have here? Just an active radar. It's probably on the old RAM set as well. I don't know what this one's set to. Okay. Apparently it's set to be jaws. That's why it's active. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's also just pitch. Yeah, probably pitch. So we have this helium pump that is not working. We have more
I
helium pumps that aren't working. I'm not sure why, but they all seem to not be working.
maybe he's anticipating that somebody like makes a huge hole into his vehicle, and then he can profit from it.
I mean, that might be the case, but not sure why they don't have any available volume still.
Maybe take it out of the water, and then I don't know.
I can
Don't know.
check,
I've
but
never used them.
I don't think that'll change anything really. Okay, so this one doesn't have any available volume because, well, this one's here.
Oh, redundancy.
So these seem to be in an enclosed room though, so... Or are they? Is there maybe some spin blockery going on somewhere? Some very small hole, perhaps?
This is like a weird space in your vehicle.
Yeah, it's just a weird emptiness. Okay, this is all closed up, I think, so this is not the reason why. Some... I don't know why these aren't working. Like, honestly, I have no idea. Well, they're there. We'll leave them for now. But other stuff, I'm not sure. Is this on the old Ramshead as well? There it is. Yeah, it's got this thing too. Some of the Rams have a different coloring, like this one, for example, I think. And in general, I think, other than armor, not much has changed about this vehicle. Just a little bit more expensive armor and some simple weapon firepower gone. But to make sure that this thing doesn't grant any real advantages.
Has the AI been changed?
That's a good question, actually. I'll just... Okay, so combat distance 150 meters. It's got 2 AIs, okay.
Charge.
Disengage possible below 25 meters. Disengagement range increases by 50 meters. Combat altitude is ignored anyways. This looks pretty normal. What's the old one, I think? Yeah. This all seems to be the same. But we'll find out real quick how they compare to each other by simply going into a custom battle and letting them fight. Now, given how this vehicle works, I'm sure it's gonna be looking very fun to see 2 of them fight against each other. Old one and new one. Let's see what happens. So yeah, this one's the new one. We'll just follow it along. As all weapons fire. The old one instantly taking a little bit of damage, probably from the APS, but nothing major. All those simple weapons still just blazing. Oh, what's this? This looks like cram. Yeah, it's cram. So the new one's actually falling behind in damage a little bit. Not by much now, though.
Oh, the bitrate is fucked.
I think it is.
I only see like big pixels.
Oh, for real? Maybe it's just my internet connection. I'll just...
Yeah, okay, alright, now it's returned normal. Okay. Yeah, it's when you move, especially.
Yeah. Okay, now it seems like the new version is... I mean, it's not really burning less materials. This one's reversing a bit earlier, apparently. Not sure if that's just coincidence or something. But it is just reversing now. It seems to be, as expected, a very equal fight for now. Both of them just smashing at each other with the 2 cram. Oh, the old version has lost one of this cannon things here on the side, which is fairly sad. And now they just drift around each other and ram their heads.
Like true
Rams heads.
You got a bit of a taste of each other.
Yeah.
Into the eyes.
They searched a little bit of contact. Not sure what this simple weapon turret has. Seems to be just aiming randomly, nearly. Now they're just gaining distance again.
No, I think those simple weapons are series.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. That's true. Here come the 16-pounder cannon shells, and sadly they missed. More of them. Gotta love the 16 pounder. A lot of purely kinetic ram flying around. But the fight still is relatively even, that's for sure. Both of them seem to be running out of materials relatively quickly. So at this rate the fight's not gonna last for much longer.
It's not often that you see two ships beautifully
Circling each other
broadsiding.
like this, broadsiding on top of a giant ass turret, because this is the main vehicle still. Keep that in mind.
Technically, yeah. This is like this is like maybe he got a ID from which one was Newbee Rumble 10, I think, from how was that guy called again?
Not sure.
Equalizer, I think.
Well, that would
He
have been.
Yeah, that guy made like a broadsiding frontsider
Damn.
with like the main vehicle also very thin and just the rest is just giant ass turrets covered in stone.
That seems actually like a very fun vehicle to watch as well. Okay,
It does
so
more focus on functionality, not on aesthetics.
yeah, this one looks a lot like it focuses on aesthetics with all those simple weapons, because as everybody knows, they aren't the greatest weapons of all time. But it sure
Definitely
as
not.
hell is funny to watch 16 pounder cannons fight in the Rumble.
Oh yeah, it's definitely also fun to like participate in tournaments where they only have like sea technology.
Yeah. What's this? What's this all about? Connection rules disabled or something? I'll check that. Ah, bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
It fell off now, so seems fine.
He's hacking.
Cheat codes.
Rigged. Cancel the tournament.
Immediately disqualified.
I'm gonna cancel you on Twitter now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, this corner here, this corner piece looks like it's just... Yeah, it seems like it's just connection rules being disabled. I'll fix that in a moment. Still, it doesn't seem to be too much of an advantage. Oh, is the old version going in for another ram? Seems to be going in for close contact. Yep, here we go. They're ramming again.
The fuck is this
Oh!
physics?
What's going on here? What is pushing the other down? Just... Now they're turning each other into submarines.
Drown!
Oh yeah,
Death.
this is hurting my PC too though. This is not... My PC is not having a fun time with this one, as the lag shows.
I definitely can see that, yeah.
But still, it just looks very, very funny to see two vehicles just... Now they both just flipped each other. One is flipped, the other is still okay, but below the one that flipped, so... They're just pushing each other down. This might very well just be a draw.
I just find it funny when there's like, oh yeah, the new physics engine. You can just stack up 5 vehicles. No. Not the Ramshead.
Nope. Never. Oh,
Oh, they are
what's
inside of
happening?
each other.
Something's happening again.
They are doing the ritual for mating.
Soon we'll have only Ramshead in the tournament. This is now how it'll end. Yeah, they're
They're
both
not
going
even
to
shooting.
at this rate.
Yeah.
Wait, the old one has lost. Before the
Huh?
first... The old one somehow... I think the turret got damaged on the old one, which is why it just died entirely. The
Oh,
entire vehicle
the
fell off.
AI got damaged?
Maybe. But it fired just before dying, I think, so. Anyway, so it seemed like a very fair fight up until that ramming incident at the end, where they just submerged. So I think we can accept a new one into the tournament. I'll just quickly save it with connection rules turned on.
Wait. But why is this a valid reason to accept it?
Well, he doesn't gain anything from having a new vehicle, that's for sure. He
Well, what
already
I
has.
saw is that the vehicle was better.
I mean, it was better in that situation. We can try to let them fight again.
No,
Just
no,
because
no,
it
no.
looked so fun, we can just make a stream of only these vehicles fighting.
Yeah, but I need to go like in a half an hour
Oh
to
yeah,
sleep,
then.
man.
Anyways, I think it was a relatively fair fight. Actually, Coffee Zombie sent me a message saying that this version lost when he pitted them against each other, so seems like just a case of us getting lucky to see this one win.
Sounds suspicious as fuck.
Yeah. So
You haven't turned off the thingy.
yeah, I'll just quickly. Yeah, it may not have changed, but I'll take this. There we go.
Wait, okay, I don't know.
Alright then, back to seeing the normal battles. First up, the first round of the losers brackets. The Caladome by Mew against the Ferguson by Edelweiss. Here's the Caladome and the Ferguson. Two. The first one was the one with way too many torpedoes.
Oh yeah.
Alright then. See how this one goes. Now we still have the Ferguson with those adorable mannequins in the guns. And this torpedo launcher in here, hidden inside the superstructure. A very creative place to put the torpedoes, actually. I never really did that. And we've got the Caladome firing a clamshell somewhere. I guess it's the rough direction of the target. Sure.
Sure.
Comes the second clamshell, see what that does. If I remember correctly, it's actually APHE, so pretty scary clamshells. Yep, there goes the frontal turret, just blown out entirely. Removed.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Greetings.
And another turret
Greetings.
gone. Greetings, yeah. Oh, is the Ferguson sinking? Is this going to be the fastest battle of the tournament? Yeah, it's sinking.
Did this happen last time?
Yes. It happened again.
Jesus, he's just... I think he took some engine damage or something. The propellers aren't spinning anymore. Or is it AI dead? No, it's not AI dead this time around. Last time it was the
This
AI
is
dying.
exactly what happened last time.
Yeah, I think last time it was due to torpedo hits though, not because of cramps. But still pretty similar outcome.
What are the odds to having two battles and taking out the engine in like 1 minute?
It's actually pretty impressive. I'll just check if it's the engine now. I don't care. This is not the engine, this is the cram water if I remember correctly. Where would the engine be?
You
Like,
can
where's...
check it with V if the engine is still like working.
I think it... This is the engine, there it is. Oh no.
Wait, there's only one engine?
Is this the engine or is this Cram? They look pretty similar, but I think this is the engine. Yeah, I don't see any Cram pellets or anything, so this is the fuel engine. It should still be doing something though. Like it shouldn't
Unless
be gone.
no, I think the part that got taken out had the fuel engine part on it.
Yeah, that might be the case. Well, anyways, that's a very quick first battle, not even 1.5 minutes. Congratulations, Mew, for winning that one. And with that, we have the first vehicle completely out. It's the Ferguson. Now, who's next on the battle list?
That was really one of the top 10 saddest anime moments.
Yeah. Next up is the Pocket by Hey Nobody versus the Norland by Z-Typers. So, Pocket, where do we have it? There it is.
The Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought, yeah. The Norland.
Featuring 70% armor.
Lots of protection. So yeah, we've got fast boat, or fast looking boat with lots of gun versus big slow boat with very big gun, but not a lot. See who wins. I don't know why they don't have as many materials as they should have. I really don't know why the Norland has like 7.5k.
Well, it's fine. He's not using that much.
Yeah, he's very slowly using it up, that's for sure. Though you'd expect these APS guns to burn a lot of it. With that fire rate, at the amount of them.
Which shells did Z-Typers?
I think Z-Typers had some of those SAP shells that don't really have much pen, but lots of explosives. So yeah, this looks like for one a decode slope, and yeah, it just makes a little hole here. Nothing that really damaged anything. Yeah, that one hurt more though. That one really did hurt. Blew out an entire turret.
To be fair, Z-Typers only have to poke one hole, and like Hey Nobody is already sinking by
Oh
then.
yeah. The Z-Typers is actually DQing somehow. Probably range, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, he's not DQing anymore, so that's fine, I guess. He is actually still holding up somewhat with the damage. That's interesting. Let's see where he's doing the damage with his frag shells. Oh yeah, here. The outer hull is very thin with all that metal. And the shield inside, that's actually very interesting. Rarely see that.
Wait, he was so close to sinking, bruh.
Okay, here's that. I think it's the ammo boxes. Or just random heavy armor, that's also a possibility. No, it's ammo. There we go. Some barrel damage here, but nothing that'll end the life of the Pocket. Which is still doing a good job at just blowing away gun turrets. There goes another one, just as I say that. It just removed most of the firepower. This gun turret seems to be unable to engage right now. Oh, something
and
big.
DQing.
I think that was something like the ammo on the Z-type on the Norland. Something big just exploded and slowed down the game for a moment. Yeah, the Norland has lost most of its materials along with the ammo storage, I think. Still not really sure what this green part here is. Probably some random deco. And there it goes, probably sinking now.
I think its engines got taken out.
Yeah. It's not the AI because it's still aiming. Yeah, this is dangerous with all the holes in the deck. So yeah, Never underestimate something like SAP, even if it has very little pen, that's enough in this game, in this tournament, usually. Is the Nolan going to just stay on the side and not sink now? Yeah, it seems like that's the case.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
Most vehicles will just like 180 degrees, and he's just lying on the side.
yeah, he's just lying on the side. He probably has a central wall dividing compartments? Something? No. It's probably the alloy then, keeping him above the water.
It's so weird.
It's very weird, yeah. Probably a mix of alloy and relatively high center of mass with that metal superstructure. It's a problem I have myself sometimes with metal superstructures. Just the ship flipping over.
Oh, I made one ship that had so much alloy in the deck. When it capsized, it just flips over,
Damn.
like through its side, yeah. Back like where it was original.
I think the pocket can't really detect the Z-type, the Norland anymore. Not sure. But it is shooting somewhere else, but then again, I think we can just count this as a win for the pocket, given that the Norland doesn't really have anything to engage it anymore, unless it circles around again.
Yeah, and just a bit sad to look at.
Yeah, I think we can just let this one be. It's hitting again. Found its target.
It's over panning with it's the fuck.
It just how? Ah, and there goes detection error.
When we looked at the bullets from Hey Nobody's ship, they had so little
It had
damage
so little
and penetration.
penetration against metal, yeah. And yet it's actually just enough to punch through this metal and alloy and more alloy, I think. It's very thin armor. Especially on the bottom, it looks like 1 meter of metal only, so that's not enough to stop those shells for sure.
This is the type of boat Nobody was expecting.
Yeah. If he was going to get lucky and just hit the turrets from below now, that would be really funny.
They're trying their best.
Yeah. Looks like he's either aiming too high or aiming too low and bouncing off the water. Oh, that's a hit. Actually in the area of the turrets as well.
Yeah, they're
It was
probably
around.
trying to target like just below the water line and just bouncing off the water.
Yeah, seems to be aiming below waterline and causing a lot of issues with that, just bouncing off at this shallow angle. So yeah, we'll see if the Nordland has anything to really put up against the pocket, but once the materials completely run out, we'll just cancel the battle. Not like that'll take very long once the guns actually fire. Oh yeah, that's gun parts. That's actually very dangerous. Yeah, that's another turret gone.
The one turret will win the fight.
Yeah, here we go. One turret. Clutch. Is it doing any damage, really?
Imagine.
Oh, it's rolling back or something. Is it rolling back? It's rolling because of the recoil a bit, I think.
Imagine if he wins now.
Yeah,
Like,
that would have been. Yeah, but he doesn't really. The pocket just circled out of its firing range again, I think. Just. Or is it reloading? Oh, it's reloading. Okay. It is still doing damage. It did do damage there. Jesus, those shells are actually pretty fast. But yeah, aiming below the waterline really kind of hurting Pocket here. With how low he aims with those fast shells. Oh, is he going to completely flip now? Yeah, he just completely flipped. Now the gun can work all the time again. Not like it'll do
Nope.
much below water.
It's refusing.
Oh, it just fired again. There you go. It's doing its work. It's just not
There's a
going to hit
tactical
with the
flip.
water.
Tactical flip.
Yeah, tactical flip. What is that metal plates? Where do those come from? Interesting.
Oh yeah, I do that too. When like it's just to annoy the aim point selection.
Ah, yeah, with cluster blocked targeting.
Indeed. Just splatter it on your underneath your ship, and your ship is already 20% more survivable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a random number.
Alright, I think we can just call this battle.
Yes, please.
Getting boring to watch the shells bounce off the water.
No, it's not boring. It's just miserable to watch.
Yeah,
It's,
one ship just flipped and suffering.
are we just here to suffer?
Yeah. Right, then let's see who's next up. Next battle is the Lacholith versus the winner of the first losers round battle. So the Caledon. Let's see. There's the Lacholith. And there's the Caledon.
Wait. Are we in the winners brackets now?
No, we're still in the losers brackets. So we've got another big, relatively slow boat with very impressive guns that just died against the Ramshead because it wanted to run. It couldn't shoot backwards though. Fighting a ship that's pretty much just ideal against other ships, equipped with its cram. Wasting the first shot as always to add some insult. Comes the first with probably going to hit. See what the cram does. I didn't hit. Just didn't. The Caledon is taking some damage though. It's definitely taking some pain from those APS guns. Here comes the cram hit. That hurt. Some.
Beautiful.
It looks like APS parts actually. Might be the Seawiz. Look inside here. Yeah, it's the Seawiz. It's not completely gone because it was kinetic Seawiz and only because of that. But that could have
So the
very well
cram-
just blown the Seawiz apart. Engine parts? Yeah, that's an engine. Jesus, the cram is really just ripping the Lacholith apart here. See what the Lacholith did here, though. Yeah, it did poke some holes. It even reached the cram. So yeah, that's some pretty good damage too. Some heavy armor here. That's the AI. Some more holes, but nothing deadly yet. Let's see if the crams start targeting the main guns. That's actually going to just straight up insta-kill the Lacholith, I think. It's just going to ruin it entirely. Oh, that one was close. Well, that might have been the cram barrels actually a bit. Got some torpedo or missile turret here. Yeah, I think cram's still doing fine. Oh, here comes one of the cram shots directly onto the main gun, and it apparently shattered on all of that heavy armor. That just saved the Lacholith.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh yeah, we already had your. One eye says it was so tragic seeing it die to an AI issue against the Ramshead.
Yeah.
Literally just had to toggle what that was wrong, or it would have stood more chance.
Oh, the Cram overpens.
True.
And this is actually a pretty equal fight still. With the Caladome only being 1% ahead of the Lacholith right now. The missiles don't seem to do too much damage, but they're there. Here comes a Cram Shell again. Detonating because of inertial fuse, I think. Or because of that heavy armor right there.
Bro, this is so frustrating to watch.
Damn, the Caladome's actually losing again now. It's actually...
It's like...
Yeah.
It is like my experience of using crams. The crams never hit the most important pieces.
It did just hit here again though. The Cram just landed here again. It's just... There is so much heavy armor focused around these two guns. It's actually just holding off even those Crams. They're pretty big. I think just like 7,000 packing? More than that even. Oh, what do we have here? There's some heavy armor exposed. Oh, that's the AI.
Ooh.
Or at least some AI parts. Where's the mainframe at? I think this is the mainframe. Yeah, it's still alive, but that was a close one. Another hit near the turrets. Didn't break through either. But yeah, it's getting some very, very close shots here. If the Caladome gets a lucky pen of the Crams once and takes out the main gun, that's just game over immediately. Yeah, this is very, very... Oh no, that's just the Seavis. Thought it was a main gun for a second right there. If that was a main gun, that would have been very scary.
I think the crams have been damaged too much.
Yeah, that might have been. I'll go check on that real quick. See how the Crams are looking. This one's got a few, yeah, it's got some holes. Some pretty chunky holes as well. This one, yeah, it's also got similarly sized bites taken out of it. So they might just lack the damage output soon. Meanwhile, with all of that heavy armor, the APS is just lasting all the time. This one's really close though. Like, this is the last bit of heavy armor it has to pen. If it shoots once more in that area, it's got a main gun completely out, probably. Oh, nope.
No.
More heavy armor, Jesus, how did you get all of that heavy armor on a ship? I don't even see many propellers either, this is just for a roll, I think. Oh, that might have been the AI. No, it was close though, there's some rubber again. It's getting very, very close to the AI. What do we have here? That's some... I think that was a PID or something. And we once again seem to have a little bit of an AI issue.
Again? Oh no.
Hell no, not again, please! Like, right now the soft and very not protected stern is... Actually, it's just lots of room that's protecting the stern. Oh, there we go, it's shooting again. The Crabs of the Caladome continuing to not really land a good hit on the main gun. But it is kind of pulling ahead. The Caladome seems to be having a chance. This might actually just be very good for the Lacholith as well, because this armor on this side is just completely protected again. And not damaged. Oh, there goes one of the turrets.
Ooh.
The lucky hits on the
explosion.
barbettes.
Delicious.
That was the barbette shot that it was always looking for. Yeah, this one's going to be very much in favor of the Caladome now. Looks to be have taken out an engine as well. Yeah, the propulsion isn't spinning anymore.
To be fair.
Oh, there goes the
Oh,
hexagon.
yes.
That's
Explosion
clutch. 2 hits in a row that just took out both turrets.
So delicious.
Jesus. Okay, I think we can just call this battle at that point, because no real weaponry anymore. The Seavis is completely taken out as well internally, looking down here. So yeah, I think I was about to say that Cram is going to hit the Seavis, but it didn't. Yeah, we can
One
just
ion,
call this a win for the Caladome again.
your Seawas was destroyed at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, it got taken out by the very first Cram hit that landed. It just landed in here, I think, through this hole and destroyed the Seavis nearly completely.
Oh my god,
look.
yeah.
Almost. There goes the
True.
superstructure. Yeah, I think Caladome won that one. And with that, onto yet another battle.
I shouldn't
It's
need to
the
cry.
CL14 by AL versus the Pocket. I think the Pocket won the second battle of today. Yeah, it did. So the CL14 fighting the Pocket. Now this is actually going to be a pretty interesting fight, because if I remember correctly, the CL14 also has 500mm sap shells. So these actually have pretty similar weaponry. It's just the question of who is better protected, and with all those shields, I think the CL14 might have better cards here.
See you guys in 2 years when the next tourney manages to happen. Oh no, that's just this tourney's problem. Most of the time I just do it. I do it rapidly. But this time my PC just
Oh, the
bleh,
Pocket took
died.
big hits there. The Pocket took a big hit. Oh. Immediately lost the main gun right there. I'll just have to check where the damage came from. But yeah, this main gun's gone. It took a pen through here, I think.
Yeah, I used it to do
Yeah.
it like in 2 months. Every tournament.
Okay, yeah, this main gun is gone.
Thanks for
Entirely
participating.
removed.
Oh yeah, wait. How did it just pan through it, or was
Yeah,
it the heat?
the CL14, I think, just penned straight through it. I mean, there's a hole all the way through to here. And then on the front of the turret, it's another hole that just nearly disconnected the entire thing as well.
That doesn't make sense. Look at the hole.
It
Look
looks
at the
very
exit.
weird. Yeah, I know. This one, I think there's this part down here that just doesn't line up, where it just stops. Wait, wasn't the CL14 using AP heat or something?
Yeah, it was AP heat, yeah.
So maybe that's the reason then. Oh, the torpedoes as well, though. The absolutely nightmarish torpedoes just ripping holes here.
Chonkers.
And the CL14 with its shields actually just tanking all of those shells. Barely taking a scratch from all that.
Oh no,
Oh,
is it gonna DQ
Is it going to
and
DQ
lose?
itself again? Oh, please don't.
Got 2 beautiful ships just dying because of sad things.
Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass. Oh wait, the Pocket is gaining DQ points faster. Because it's submerged, I think. Or because it's too far away. Also, rip to the barrels. They're gone. So the sap doesn't even have the shell speed anymore. Don't think the Pocket wins this one unless the DQ points line up just right. I think it's... Please do not.
No.
Please say this isn't happening. Also,
When you have tested for everything and you just forget the range.
yeah. Oh no, 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 please! Turn back in! It's trying to turn it, but it's... I think it's too late. Oh,
No,
nope, that's it. Gone.
no, the
No, it was so close. It had this one in the bag.
Oh my.
This is just unlucky by AL.
Disqualification claims another victim.
DQ claims its victims. Right, what's the next battle then?
No mercy.
That's just a pain. Right, next.
Was that
Just
all
like
of the losers brackets battles?
I think that was all the losers bracket battles for today. Next up is the Ramshead against the Narwhal. So Coffee Zombie against Blunder Guy. Let's see, the Ramshead. We'll take the new version for now. Against, I think it was Narwhal, yeah. There it is. Like then. Oh, the Narwhal is that front-sider. This is going to be a fun battle. We've got the front-sider gaining its DQ points by submerging for a moment there. Fighting the very fun vehicle of the Coffee Zombie, the Ramshead. So let's see what this battle will look like. With all those kinetic cramps, I think the sloped surfaces and shields of the Narwhal actually just might be the hard counter to the Ramshead. But with ramming, you never know.
Well, not really a hard counter. It's more like a percentage of shots that
Yeah.
collected.
But it's pretty much the best chip to counter the crabs of the Ramshead. That being said, it is a pretty even fight. The
I
simple
feel like they're
weapons
kind of weak.
clutching it.
Maybe if there was like a sufficient lamb system, probably shoot at these crams.
Yeah. Actually,
I am
Ramshead
amazed
pulling
this
ahead.
is an equal fight.
Yeah, I'm amazed too, because this thing has like this big ass railgun, shields and sloped surfaces, and it's really scraping the border of being too low, I think.
Yeah, and just
And
still.
the Ramshead is just bullying it with simple weapon supremacy. The 16-pounder cannon is doing its work. It's gotta be the 16. Also, this is AI stuff, by the way. What's
How
going
is he
on
doing?
with that?
How is he doing that?
How?
Is it the
It might be
artillery?
the mortars. It might be those. Yeah, they just pen from the buff and just ruin everything inside. I think. This is actually just impressive. The Ramshead is straight up just clutching this one out. And the rain of 16-pounder cannons never ceases to amaze me. Oh, what's wrong with these missiles? Oh, it's just the decoy things. So here's the top-down heat missiles that the Narwhal is using. They're being shot down! That's why it's such an equal fight. The heat missiles are just actually being completely negated by the defenses of the Ramshead. Although the Ramshead is falling behind a little, it did take a big hit. It did take a really big hit actually. It's very slow. The propeller on the stern is just gone apparently. So it's just trying to very slowly close in, but it cannot really move in anymore. Which means the Narwhal might just kite it out. That being said, the Narwhal is running out of materials. So, more. Cramps, sadly, almost all just missing. So yeah, the Narwhal is pretty cheesy craft for Newbee Rumbles, to be honest. Pretty competitive design.
Yeah, it's definitely the most meta.
Yeah, it's the most meta-focused design for sure.
Imagine getting bullied by 64-pounders.
16-pounder cannons versus meta. Here we go. Actually just straight up winning. Some hits are getting very close to the main gun here, but I think it's very well protected, so nothing that's going to kill the narwhal. PIDs? Yeah, those might be PIDs. Yeah, the mortars are they're actually very effective against this vehicle. But the Ramshead is falling behind now.
Okay. I want to hear response of Coffee. So Coffee. What do you think of your ship bullying the most meta?
It's just gonna last for another moment.
I think I'm still going to win.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
narwhal
it's
is
almost
running
out of
out.
materials.
The narwhal has like 800 materials left, while the Ramshead has 10,000, and can with that actually last the entire battle.
Yeah, and given the amount of weapons it still has, I think it should be able to get back the damage.
Yeah, especially once the movement of the narwhal kind of just stops. I think shields would have to be powered by engines as well, so that's all going to just be disabled entirely. And in that situation, the mortars are actually going to be a pain in the ass for the narwhal.
So situational. So
This is
convenient.
this is actually just so fun. Yeah, there goes the last bit of resource. Some AI parts again. The mortar actually seems to have sniped down into there. Oh, it still has the shield somehow. Maybe running on RTGs or something?
Yeah, you
Folks.
concluded that the last time.
Yeah. Really seems to be the case then. Batteries or RTGs, one of those options. Here goes another cramp bouncing off, sadly. Either way though, there's not going to be any more damage coming out to the Ramshead, so it can now just freely do this. See how this goes.
The first 0.1% damage.
Yeah. It still has to do
Back
8%
here,
of
you
damage.
darno.
I don't know how it's going to do 8% damage in 3 minutes, actually. Unless it gets really lucky and causes it to drop down. It has to kill this propeller, basically. Once that happens, it's actually going to probably sink. Sadly, the mortars are currently missing.
Is the Ramshead slowly closing in?
I think it's still slowly moving in, yeah. Very, very slowly. Because
That's slightly faster.
the main propeller is gone, so it has to rely on those side propellers now.
Brr.
But yeah, unless it gets a very lucky hit, I think the Ramshead loses this battle, sadly.
Will he make it within 2 minutes? That's the
That
question.
is the question. To hit or not to hit? Maybe he'll reach him actually and just ram him, that would be funny. As the mortars barely just bracket the back of the vehicle. Oh, the narwhal's gaining DQ points. It's happening, I think. The front dropped too far, it's happening. Can the narwhal DQ in time? Does the
Oh
Ramshead
yes.
win?
Oh, so there were no RTGs. It was just purely batteries.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh.
Actually, this is still moving. It's just the stabilizer on the bow is probably not strong enough anymore. So yeah, the Ramshead is going to win this one. Actually, gotta love it.
Actually, very close.
Yeah, it was
She showed
very, very close, but gotta love the Ramshead winning this battle somehow. Yeah, Ramshead moving on. And with that, on to, I would say, the last battle for today.
Sure, I'll stick around for the last one.
Yeah, the Z5 versus the Angry Drifty Laser Tank Seastrosity Edition, if I remember the name correctly.
I'm just saying, Paint Miner is gonna win this tournament.
Yeah, I am going to say the exact same. My ship is not meant to fight vehicles like that.
That wasn't intentional. I just threw it together. I'm not supposed to win.
It's too fun to not win Newbee Rumble. It's just too funny.
I put lots of work into the previous 2 entries, and this one I just made in like 2 hours. This
Yeah,
isn't fair.
that's how Newbee Rumble works, though. It just has to be funny, not actually good. Okay. Boat versus tanks. I think you might
Angry
actually be
tank.
just fast enough to catch up to me anyways. And yeah, since range is so low, I am very much sure that the broadside's behavior is going to kick in too late.
I mean, your broadsiding behavior is gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Even fast.
Let's see if the torpedoes actually do something here. I doubt it though. It dodges and it has smoke, by the way. I think I'm one of the few entries that has smoke and just dodges.
You
But
might.
it's going to run out of range now for sure. Unless
When the
actually the Angry Drifty Laser Tank is going to keep up.
I don't know, you said it went pretty fast.
Yeah, I've got like 42 meters per second, I think. Unless it's
That's
turning
like
or anything.
around the average speed that the tanks have.
So with that, actually, the Z might be safe within the cube range. Oh look, it's dropping torpedoes on itself. Why is it doing that? Oh, are the tops going to hit? Oh, they're hitting sometimes. Some of them did land.
And I think if you lower the range of the short range lasers, they have lower AP. Right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're
if you have
minimum
smoke,
range, so they do like, I want to say like 6 times the damage, but they only have like 15 AP.
damn, that's not a lot.
Okay, now we have a very fun chase, though. This is actually very fun to look at, for one. Oh, that's one of the lasers.
That's why.
I mean, it's funny to look at because we've got the abomination of tanks versus the realism ship that's about to find an island to beach into. Oh, it's actually turning broadside again. I'm still surprised that these torpedoes didn't just blow the entire ship apart yet.
I'm just flabbergasted.
Oh, full set of 10 torpedoes, here we go.
Damn.
Damn, the torpedoes, here they go.
How the fuck are you winning?
How is the... How? Oh, there goes the torpedoes though on the stern that were just gathered on the funnel. Fortunately, the torpedo launcher was turned away though, so the torpedo launcher is still fine. Magically. The kiting realism ship. That is how it works, apparently. But yeah, honestly, I didn't expect that my ship would do anything this battle. As more laser parts get just blown out of the laser tanks.
Man, I regret saying just the thing before the battle began.
Yeah.
I regret it so.
I do not know how, by the way, but it is actually... Here goes another line of torpedoes.
Your
Yeah,
ship
this
is
was probably going to happen before the tournament had started.
Oh, it chopped off an entire tank! Hooray!
It might make it faster.
Yeah, that might make it fast, but it blew off so much propulsion and set it lower in the water, so... Yeah, rip. That's the back tanks. All of them. Impressively enough, the Z5 moves on, apparently. I really wouldn't have thought that the Z is actually going to win that engagement. That was...
Well, I mean, if it has more speed than the tanks, you
Yeah.
can't really do anything about that.
And I think it's probably also saved a little bit by the fact that I did place smoke in some places. I have smoke hidden inside funnels. I think it's inside here too. Yeah, there's a smoke generator, for example. That might have kind of saved the Z as well in the situation. But yeah, with that, I think we can conclude the battles. I'll just have to take a screenshot for thumbnail purposes. Yeah, I think it registered. So yeah.
It's to be remembered.
It will be remembered. The literal most unexpected win shall be remembered.
I
You
really
know,
don't know how this is unexpected.
I mean, this is a 30-meter wide ship. If your lasers ever got to really do their stuff while this is broadside, it just cut this thing in half.
But they couldn't reach you, or it goes too fast.
Yeah, but I didn't know that it would actually be that fast, because keep in mind with the rudders currently, if it turns, it's slowing down to like 30 meters per second immediately.
this is the first time I saw your ship so fast.
Yeah, while the rudders are turning, it's actually just slow. But it might actually just also seem very slow sometimes because the duration of the smoke is very short and everything. It is not that slow somehow. Yeah. Like then I'll end the video.